A new update is set to drop on Dokkan Battle very soon on JP, but it also has tremendous impact on Global Dokkan right now. Dokkan may not be getting the update, but it's still going to affect all of you players. So let's talk about version 5.1.0, introducing Dokkan account power levels. This is the new way to basically showcase your account as a full lump sum. So consider this kind of like your PlayStation trophies, your Xbox gamer score, Destiny light level. That's the main one that kind of pertains to me. I used to play Destiny. Any other game that has some sort of resume. This is basically your resume that summarizes your time in the game of Dokkan. Basically, the more that you do, the higher your Dokkan account power level becomes. It's, first of all, thematically perfect because this is Dragon Ball Z, so it makes perfect sense. This kind of somewhat introduces a level of PvP in a way that doesn't necessarily compromise the integrity of this game, since this is not a PvP game, but it allows people to have now a new level of competition. This allows people to compete with one another to see, all right, who's done more, who's accomplished more. So for those of you who are absolutely hardcore Dokkan players, you know who you are. You guys are about to shine the brightest. That means chain battle specialists, world tournament specialists, those of you who link level like crazy. There are some of you who watch my videos, and I know some of you, you guys are absolutely insane. It's about to show. Your guys' numbers, your power levels are about to surge past mine in ways that I was not expecting, and it's going to humble me like crazy. We all know Goresh is going to probably have one of the highest power levels on the global scene, but now we're about to see all of the other hardcore Dokkanners, all of the responsible Dokkanners out there who are really going to thrive. So let's talk about this. Looking at this little example here, we've got the rank on the top left, we got the name right here. Then you've got the cover art. I'm assuming this is like the cover art, kind of like your Twitter banner or your profile page or whatever. You can put your favorite unit on it. So for me, it'll either be Vegeta, Imperfect Cell, or Beerus. Probably Imperfect Cell, just because he's more unique. And then here is your actual power level. So this is the juicy part. This is your main value. And then here are the 4 primary metrics that will go into kind of calculating or tabulating your score. So we're going to talk about this right now. Big shout out to Truth, Goresh, Minato, Air Dokkan, Luka Dokkan for, having all this information out there. I just basically picked and pulled little bits and pieces from all of them to bring this to you here. So going over these now, the first one says, for every hidden potential node activated, you get a single point. So basically, the more orbs you invest into your units, the more points you get. By the way, folks, breaking news, I will not ever take it easy on the World Tournament ever again. I simply can't. Because of this update right here, I simply cannot do that, because World Tournament is the best way to get a ton of orbs, and this just amplified my motivation to do more World Tournament. I hate that this is happening, but it is what it is. So I am doomed to continue doing the World Tournament for the rest of my life, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. Thankfully, we just finished one, so this is like the longest window I have before the next one, but still. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so this next one, this is the best part. For those of you who are hardcore Dokkanners, you're gonna love this. For every max link level, you get 1,000 points, dude. Every max link level. So that means every single LR maxed out gives you 7,000 points. Because you got 7 link levels. So for those of you who have been doing the link level grind, I know a couple people off the top of my head. I don't want to just point them out, but they know I know that they're gonna be getting some crazy numbers, dude. Every link level gives you 1,000 points. This was translated by Goresh, so you can trust this. Up next, for every quest stage, is it quest stage or regular stage? I don't remember. For every stage completed, essentially, you get 10 points. I'm assuming this is just every stage completed, but it could be quest. Either way, 10 points. Another metric to demonstrate, all right, I play the game, so, here's my mark to show for it. The final one, for every Dokkan Awakened character, you get 100 points. Now, for this one, I'm assuming every time you awaken a unit, you get 100 points. So that means, for those of you who are chain battle specialists, those of you who are embracing the same name update, for those of you who like to have those extra copies ready to go, if you were to actually put the medals into awaken them and then just simply revert them back, I think that would still count. So there's not too many of you out there who do this, but it could be a thing. Also, I'm wondering if that's going to negatively impact me, because sometimes I have Dokkan Awakened SA5 copies of units for eventual EZAs. So does that mean that in theory right now, if I were to infuse this unit into AGL Blue Vegeta for that Easy A, do I lose power level? That seems kind of weird. So I'm wondering how the details of that are going to be. But yeah, as far as rainbow units, I recently just did a refresh to see how much I have. I have 633. Let me know in the comments how many rainbow units you guys have. And then also how many max links. I'm actually at 150. I am not nearly at the level of Goresh, Truth, and those guys. Some of you guys in the chat, in the comments are insane. So I've got 633 rainbows, 150 max links. Let me know in the comments what your guys' numbers are. Now, let's move on here. That's it for this page. Moving on to the next page. This is another thing. You kind of saw this in the example here. At the bottom, you can see there's a little sprite of an 8-bit Goku with a level 1 gauge. So this is more details on that. Basically, what this means is it's going to basically act as an avatar for your account. So the higher your level, various tiers will be reached, and your sprite will change accordingly. So if you're a rookie, you've never played the game before, you're starting fresh, you're probably going to have this Goku right here. And then as you level up, the sprite will change in accordance with your power level. And I'm assuming at the various tiers, you'll get a new image. I'm wondering how far this is going to go. I don't know if it's going to be like every 100 or something like that. I'm assuming it's got to be something like that because they know that there are 7-year veterans in the game who've played this game nonstop every single day. So there's got to be a pretty intricate setup of PNGs ready to go here. But this is going to be very fascinating to see what people get. Right now, all we see are just Dragon Ball related PNGs. It could stay as just Dragon Ball. It could move on to Z, could move on to Super. We don't know. But at the moment, this is all that we know. So that's another way to kind of show and summarize up what your unit looks like or what your account looks like. Moving on to the next page here. This one is also going to be showing you basically usage. So this is going to show you on the left, it shows how many times you've used a particular unit. And then on the right, it shows how many times you've completed a certain type of an event. So on the screen, I can see DB. So I'm assuming this is like Dragon Ball story events. At the top, this could be quest mode. This could be like challenge events, yada, yada, yada. It's just another way to kind of show some of the milestones in the game. Think of this like in Super Smash Bros. It shows like how many times you fought with a character, how many times you've KO'd with a character, things like that. This was something that global players were expecting to get some time ago. I think after the 6-year anniversary, JP got this little synopsis of their account that kind of broke down how many times they used their main units, like the top 3 units that they use in the game. A lot of people who did World Tournament had Broly. Global actually never got that, so this is a nice update that's coming that will allow global players to experience the same thing that JP did. So that's what this is all about, just a usage info page. This will apparently be implemented in a later update. This is actually not going to be happening with the 5.10 update. This is apparently going to be happening later. So these are the things that are going to be happening. Oh, and then one more thing on Dokkan here. The last little part here, shout out to Minato for this part. Apparently, you will also soon be able to sort your account or your units in different ways. For example, Easy A's, units that can reach LR, etc., which is absolutely phenomenal because for me, that has always been something that has driven me insane. Because when it comes to easy areas, there are only certain units that you can bring. And sometimes I don't want to have to scroll through an entire list of 1,000+ units to find the easy area candidates. So instead, anytime I see units that belong on the easy area, I'll give them that tag. So there are a couple odd little identifications like that I've given them for easy A's, free to play, units that only work on Prime Battle, that now could hopefully be changed where they actually just have that built in, where you can track that stuff yourself. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that. Also, the 100% and the units that can be awakened to LR will also be nice for some of the newer players who don't necessarily know what they're holding on to. They don't necessarily know that a certain SSR can go in LR. They don't know that. So this will be a nice way to show that for them. So that's pretty much it for the update information on JP. Like I said, this directly impacts global because now you guys know that your accounts are about to be judged. So if you guys want to look good when this happens eventually on global, now is the time to start Dokkaning responsibly, work on those links, farm up those units, get those orbs, do some world tournament, do whatever you can in the game to get your milestones in so that you can look like an even better player when this happens. Because when we get this update on global, it's going to be a whole fiesta. It's going to be really funny to see how people's accounts, how everyone's accounts looks. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be very eager to see the massive discrepancy between Garesh's power level and mine, and I can't wait to tell you all how much I hate that. So that is the big update coming to JP soon. Global players, get ready, pay attention. Of all the updates, this is the one that you guys want to be aware of. Just keep playing the game, folks. That's all I can say. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments how many rainbow units you have, how many max link level units you have, and does this update change your outlook or your perspective on the game? Are you going to be more devoted? Are you going to be less devoted? Do you not really care? And what power level do you think you'll reach? Truth level, Garesh level, my level, I don't know. Name your favorite Dokkan tuber and let me know if you think your power level could potentially reach theirs in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! I'm just laughing because I know this is going to be a whole clown show. Everyone's going to just... They can't wait to see what mine and Garesh's look like. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly. I hate you, Garesh. I hate you so much.